watch something?
What?
Watch something. Do you want to?
Aren't you tired?
No. You?
I'm beat. Siri, set the alarm to the year 12,022, please.
So can...
That's gonna be so awkward for someone many years after my death.
Then... Can I...
Just watch whatever you want. I'll fall right asleep. Are you gonna watch something?
Yep.
I was tired, fatigued. I was confused by the new tax laws and felt uninterested in sex. I consulted my doctor. He told me about a book written by Dr. Pinky G. Barberton. The book was about auto repair, which was useful for getting my '96 Subaru Outback on its feet again. Suddenly, I had my life back. I felt confident and less bloated. I was able to go out and do adventures without the fear of those social accidents that used to keep me inside. Suddenly, I had my life back. My car was back. And most importantly, my wife was back.
And his accent's gone. Thanks, Renaissance.
Renaissance is a pill that should not be taken orally. Don't use Renaissance if you experience headaches, colors, or are educated. You may experience symptoms such as balloon hands, balding, losing taste for quality films, loss of job, loss of second job, birth defects in grandchildren, corduroy, paralysis from the waist up, fear of alone time, agoraphobia, yelling at clouds, tasteful nudes, reverse fecal syndrome, and death. Contact a doctor on the dark web today for your subscription of Renaissance.
And we're doing it organically.
You're watching Bunk TV. Coming up next, STD of Love.
Thanks, Chris. Steve. Every single one I'd give an STD, but I can't.
I'm the realest girl on here.
The Dog Hypnotizer.
It's time to give up your dream of being a 1990s hip-hop artist. When I'll snap my fingers, you're a chicken.
To Catch a Ghost.
Anything sexual with her. So you did not send her a picture of your ghost penis. So what exactly did you mean when you said you wanted to be inside of her?
But first, the Myth Thumpers.
Really? This?
Did you want to watch something else? I can...
No, I said I don't care. I don't.
Just...
Watch your damn show.
On this week's 60-minute extravaganza, The Best of the Myth Thumpers, they investigate 4 of their most popular myths scattered across the globe. The first is deep in the Sahara Desert. The crew spends weeks with sand in their cheeks as they look for the remains of a lost city. Next to the top bun of the America sandwich, Canada. Thad and his team follow up on a Bigfoot sighting. This step of the episode, the Myth Thumpers take the extra step to follow Bigfoot steps one step at a time. Then they're off to the jungles of Mexico to look for Mayan treasures in an unexplored cavern. Will this answer all the questions with their calendar? They'll search like there's no tomorrow. Then they'll finish up with a paranormal quest in an abandoned prison where they bring another meaning to going to the bars for booze. Will this be the week they thump all the myths?
It's never the week.
Thad and his team know that if you've got it, haunt it. That's why his team of experts set out each week to solve the myths that keep you up at night.
Experts.
Part 1 of the adventure, Africa. 7 million years ago, this area was all ocean, but now, long time no sea. The team is on the quest for a lost civilization.
They're like 100 feet from their hotel.
Aren't you supposed to be sleeping?
Why do you watch this crap?
I don't watch it that much.
You watch it a lot. Like, all the time. A lot. Really. Do you realize all of this is fake? Like, the Thad guy? He's a joke.
Did you get that?
And all of their experts are low-rent actors.
I know.
You really are waiting for that show where the ghost pops out and says, "Hi!"
No, I know that probably won't.
Probably, not probably, Ty. They will never, ever find anything they tease you with. A 500-year-old rope from the ancient Templars' rope cave, and it's Atlantis.
I can change it, you know.
No. Don't worry about it. Just watch your show.
Is there another way around? Can we just, like, drive there?
What are they looking for?
I don't know. I didn't catch it. My girlfriend was ranting.
My God. Who would put a lost city all the way out here? I'm not kidding.
Well, I'm thirsty. Do you want anything?
Sure.
Don't pause it. I'm not watching.
It's okay.
No, really, don't pause it. I told you not to pause it.
It's fine. Did you get me water?
You wanted some?
You asked me right as you were walking out.
I'm sorry. Do you still want some?
Yes, please. You started it?
What?
My show is playing.
You did. I didn't think that you did.
Where's the remote?
I don't know.
You had to have. You started the show.
Can you give me more water? You're missing your show.
Yes, and that's why I stopped it.
Where did you leave it?
Right here.
Well, it's not there now.
Well, thanks.
Just relax. It'll pop up. Watch your hunky show.
What did I miss?
They found the lost city.
They did?
No, of course they don't. They never do.
Fine. Hopefully they recap.
What's this? Billion-year-old sand? Is this what Jesus used to destroy the dinosaurs?
You're neat.
As you know, I'm Thad Tanner. Twice a year, for 6 months at a time, I travel across the globe looking for lost history. Or when it's chick-related, girl story. I don't consider this a job. I consider it a lifestyle that I'm paid very well for. These adventures don't come without peril.
Dude, they made the shark.
Right now, name something dangerous. And I've probably done it. Unless it was illegal or possibly a bit gross. Doing this, you quickly learn that just because a trail is flat on a map, it just might not be when you get there. And then when you realize how big it is, you just can't get over it. That's what happened when I landed in the Sahara Desert. Giant dunes covered in sand that I'm also told are filled with sand, which makes me wonder why they aren't called sand mountains or beach hills. I get together with my crew to find out just that. Why an ancient civilization once lived out here, and where's the ancient temple they left behind? If I was not here to lead them, my team would certainly get lost and die.
Oh, wow. That would have been a real shame. These people are about as useful as the nutrition facts on the back of a water bottle.
How long have you been sitting on that joke?
As we do, I do my own research. A quick scan of the internet, and I learned that the inhabitants of this lost city once took a walk, leaving a trail of sand to find their way back. When singing a song about the way they walk, they quickly learned that the sand was a bad idea and got lost, never to find home again. With a map that I supplied, I let the girl explorers get us in the right direction.
We should be there by now. Let me see this. What is French for mile?
As drama ensues,
Mile. It's a safe thing.
Oh, that is why we're lost.
I quickly step in. As I'm told by my producers that if by the end of this episode we're not in ruins,
Oh my God.
my career will be.
Opportunity for us to turn this show in kind of like a survival.
So I turn in what could be a disaster for my crew and our ratings into something our editors can fix in post.
Okay, us guys are going to sleep out in the desert. We're going to show our fan base how you can survive in the desert with no shelter, no water, no food, and we're just going to make the sand our friend. This is going to be great. And Tim, you're with us. Let's go make a shelter.
Au revoir.
He's in the corner of Mom's basement. Beam him up out of here to a beach, a mall, or anywhere. Interaction is nothing to fear. Take him far from his Xbox and these sci-fi DVDs. He's in the corner of Mom's basement. He won't find a social life here.
Hi, I'm Sarah McLaughlin. Will you be an angel for a dateless geek? Every day, misunderstood nerds are unseen, untouched, and neglected. They're tweeting out for your help. Will you go on a date with a nerd? For just $2, the price of a cup of coffee, you could meet them for a cup of coffee. But they're probably already there, uploading pictures.
Lester's book thing was tonight.
Please call.
That was tonight.
Call now and you'll receive
I didn't want to really go.
consisting of GameStop discount cards.
I mean, unless you knew something that I didn't, we weren't invited.
Real live picture of them.
I hate not being invited to things I would never actually go to.
Right now.
Well, why weren't we invited?
Doesn't matter. You go to those things, get bored, and text the people we'd rather be hanging out with.
Is that why you never text me when you go out with your friends?
I text you all the time.
No. You get drunk and ask me to send you a nude.
That's not true.
That's 100% true. You go out drinking with your friends and then ask me for dirty pictures. And then you send me the same dick pic from 3 years ago over and over.
Sorry for liking you naked. And in my defense, that's a pretty good dick pic.
Well, then I guess I'll just send you the same tit pic from 3 years ago when I was skinny.
You're skinny now.
You're high.
Skinny girls think they're fat. Fat girls think they're obese.
And obese girls think that it's all right to wear flesh-colored leggings.
You're not fat. Far from it. I think you're perfect.
Uh-huh.
I'm bigger than when we met. I'm okay with it. I just blame it on the water weight. You know, I'm 70% water and 30% land.
Yeah, you're bigger.
6 hours in, and I'm quickly reminded how grueling the desert can be. Also, how out of shape I am. But the one time my phone auto-corrected CrossFit to croissant, I never went back. Let's hope all those layers of pastry shield me from this confrontation with a deadly scorpion.
Okay, what most people don't know is that you can get water from many sources in the desert, and one of them is from the indigenous animals. Indigenous. Here we go. Indigenous. Okay, you correct me.
I will.
Indigenous. That's what I said.
will.
What most people don't know is that you can survive in the desert by drinking the urine of many of the indigenous animals.
Indigenous.
That's exactly what I said. One of the animals is a scorpion. Did you know by drinking the urine of a scorpion, it can add hours of life onto your time in the desert? Let's go drink one. So let's go try and drink one. So here we go. We're gonna go drink scorpion urine. Let's go. Ooh, he's a fighter. Okay. All I have to do is just find his bladder and Oh, that's bad. God, that's bad.
Angry that I made the scorpion pee its pants, it retaliates by giving me a bit of a sting. Urine, though nutritious and slightly flavorful, can be a sterile source of pain relief. Before I can even ask, Blake relieves himself on my injured hand, only until he's reminded that we might need this to drink later.
You are into some really weird stuff.
It's not normally this weird.
No, it is always this weird.
You like watching these shows.
No, I don't at all.
You watch Shark Week with me.
Yeah, it's 1 week. Who doesn't love sharks?
The world loves sharks. I love sharks. I wish I had a pet one. I mean, even though, I'm allergic to them, one bite from a shark and it's straight to the hospital for me.
Same for me, but for bears.
They should have Bear Week.
I think they do, but it's on Bravo.
Sand. People don't know this, but it's like the meat of the desert. Oh God, I need water. I need water. Oh no! No, it's okay.
Well, good news. I am never thirsty ever again.
You don't want me to pee in your mouth?
Well, you're gonna have to start doing that soon if your duct tape job on the sink keeps breaking, and our sink is broken forever.
I actually double taped it this time. Almost the whole roll.
Why can't you just fix it like a fixer person?
Who do I look like, my dad?
Yes, Ty, you look exactly like your dad.
My balding father who tucks his shirt into his underwear?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if the guy I called would actually come and fix it, I could use the tape for more important things. Like fixing the kitchen table or the garage door.
Porn has certainly given us an unrealistic expectation on how fast a plumber will arrive.
Tired of eating donuts that are missing the centers? Pucker up, Buttercup, because those days are over. Get yours a box of nothing but holes.
Are you hungry?
No, what are you gonna eat?
I don't know. What do we have?
Nothing.
You don't have any snacks?
Snacks?
Yeah, snacks.
What constitutes a food as a snack?
I don't think I know how to answer that question. Is it the ability to eat it with your hands?
I eat everything with my hands.
We need to buy actual snack stuff.
Well, you bought those ginger oatmeal chips. Why don't you eat those?
Did you try them? They're pretty rank.
Great. And you bought a whole case of them. Just throw them away.
I'm not gonna do that. That's like $25 worth of food.
Food you won't eat.
I need to stop buying stuff in bulk on a dare.
You need to stop buying all of our food from Costco.
Well, we're too poor for Whole Foods, and we're too good looking for Walmart. So Costco is a happy medium.
Oh. Ginger oatmeal chips rank?
They taste like an old bathroom sponge.
No.
What seemed like days, but eventually was only hours, Blake and I did what we could do to survive in the deadly terrain of the Saharas. Once we figured out our tent was just shy of a two-man, we seeked out help from the rest of our team. We made out much better than the rest of the team. Though they hit it, each one was very close to a sandy death. We were no closer to finding the lost city, so we decided to pack it up and head off to our next adventure.
What? They didn't find it? I guess we're gonna have to stop watching this show. Oh my God. I have to stop playing on Facebook. I hate everyone on there. Stop posting things. No one cares.
Babies or food?
Everyone posts everything they do. It's fake and it's lame.
There's nothing wrong with posting pictures of themselves being happy.
The best sign of a healthy relationship is no sign of it at all on Facebook.
Is that why you don't post pictures of us?
That's not even true.
9 months and 4 days ago, us at a wedding, and there were 2 other people in the picture. Before that, 1 year and 15 days ago, when we saw those dolphins. Trust me, I looked.
You counted?
I've been counting. I count every day, wondering why you won't post pics and why you don't like it when I do.
Okay, well, the pics you post are...
They're us. Pictures of us having fun, doing stuff.
It's not real, though. No one posts pictures of them being real.
Pictures of us having fun aren't real?
Are they?
I'd like to think so.
Okay, This photo, you and I going to lunch at Fancy Fun. We look smiley and cute.
Yeah, having fun.
But did we? Because if I remember, we got into an argument in the car. You found raw meat in your burger. We had to send it back, and they charged us double. And when we left, I was really bummed out the whole time thinking about my mom. So that was like 20% fun. The other 80% sucked.
It was more like 40-60.
Okay. Even so, if it was real, we'd post a photo of you painfully shitting yourself when we got home, or a picture of me crying in the car, talking about death.
Did you want me to post a shit pic?
No. All I'm saying is that it isn't an accurate portrayal of our time out.
Hey kids, guess what? Now it's time for Kids Thumpers. Today, we're gonna sit by a fire and tell scary stories with the Johnson family. And for a special treat, we've brought a bear.
You and I, hammock, beers, just our legs. Happy.
That was the day that you found out your book wasn't gonna be published, so you and I decided we'd get drunk in the backyard and put it in the back of our minds.
And we did. Put it back, I mean.
Did we? Did you sit in that hammock the whole time and not once think about being rejected?
No.
This represents putting a drunken Band-Aid on a literary wound. You remember it as us in the backyard, getting drunk, listening to Van Halen, and I remember it as me talking you off a creative ledge you were about to jump off.
Because I was bummed out?
No, because you said you didn't want to be a writer anymore, which is dumb because you want to be a writer.
Wanted to be a writer.
Why wanted?
Because writers write, and I don't write much.
Your job is writing.
Copywriting.
Okay, call me a weirdo, but writing is in the title.
If you knew what my job was.
I know what your job is. You tell me every day.
Sorry then.
No. Don't be. You tell me because I ask. And I ask because I want to know. And believe it or not, I'm proud of you. I was proud of you the day that you got that job. And if I remember correctly, you were too.
Yeah, I was. I want to get a book out. I want to be a writer.
Then do it.
Fine.
Fine.
Okay, fine. I'm not gonna stop.
Good. My little writer.
Well, that was a nice moment. A real moment. I should take a picture and put it on Instagram.
I will murder you.
Part 2 of today's show takes us to Canada, where the team can whistler while they work. Hopefully, they will be seeing a Bigfoot.
We talked to Tug about his Bigfoot experience. He also let me know that just because somebody's wearing camouflage, it does not mean they have trees for legs. All right, so here, I would go ahead and tell us your Bigfoot story.
Well, you know, I don't really know it was a Bigfoot, but you know, my friends and I, we were up camping, and
Can you just say it was a Bigfoot? Let's just say it was a Bigfoot.
oh, okay. So yeah, my friends and I had a Bigfoot sighting. We were camping up there, and
You're speaking English. I was just thinking you could do it in Canadian.
what? Canadian?
Can you sound Canadian, like more Canadian?
More Canadian. More what? Like
okay, no. Okay, just wear this then. Just wear this and do it.
Are you kidding me?
Though he was hard to understand, we translated his interview into a horrifying tale of a group of men being chased by a Bigfoot, which tripped and lost its flip-flop on the way down. Due to union laws and the lack of time and money, we recast the Canadian man with the most overly Canadian actor we could find.
So this guy was bigger than fucking Don Cherry's dry cleaning bill, huh?
Who'd work on our budget?
Looks like Phil Kessel in the off-season, huh?
Ask him if he has any proof that it was a Bigfoot.
J'espère que je suis payé.
So I gave the guy the poutine, but then he tried going after my Timmy Hortons, huh? And then I was like, oh no, man. And I got up and I was like, sorry! And he started running. And then the guy, he flips off his thong and he trips. And you want to see it?
This right here could be the most compelling evidence we have ever had to date of the existence of Bigfoot.
Next off, to the location of the sighting. They will set out to try to communicate with the Bigfoot, which is no small feat.
We're at the spot where he saw the Bigfoot, and what we're going to do next is we're going to meet up with Blake, who has created a foolproof plan to bring the Bigfoot here. Let's go.
Bigfoot. You think he might be related to you?
Is this in reference to my larger than normal feet or my excessive body hair?
Your feet aren't even that big.
Ah, so the hair.
You're a man. You're supposed to be hairy. I mean, you take care of it. You trim it. I like it.
Yeah, clean it up from time to time.
Used to shave it. Those days are over.
They certainly are.
But why?
Why don't I shave my junk or chest anymore?
Yeah, why'd you stop?
I'd like to think I don't have to anymore. Do I?
No, of course not.
You might think I don't do it anymore due to lack of romance, but it's really more than that. It's an inconvenience thing. It's a crazy amount of work, and it's a crazy amount of uncomfortableness as I'm going about my day.
Oh, ask any girl.
No girl has to go through what I and many men go through. First off, you're right. When we first met, I shaved my balls. I also shaved the upper goods.
I remember.
Then you'll remember that I also shaved my chest, and if you recall, my legs, well, at least most of them.
Oh, I think I remember.
I'm guessing you've seen me naked from time to time?
I take a gander here and there.
Then you'll remember that when I'm gleefully nude, from the waist down, it looks like I'm wearing wool pants.
They're not that.
From the back of my knees and various locations on top of my foot are sans hair. Apart from that, it's a hair palooza. So think back to when I was shaving my junk for you and how that must have looked. It looked like a weird bald spot. Like I had a receding crotch line. I felt like I had to do a pubic comb over so you didn't laugh at me.
Why don't you just get wax like I do?
That gives me the shivers just thinking about it. I mean, the square footage required, the volume.
Yeah, you would not last long, and it really hurts. And don't get me started about the time I waxed my ass crack. Ooh, huh.
Okay, you did? Why the hell would you do that?
They talked me into it. It was a mistake. I didn't realize it didn't serve a greater purpose until after. I can't see it. I've never seen it. I've never gone looking for it. I couldn't pick out my own asshole in a police lineup.
Wait, didn't you get your butthole bleached that one time?
No, I chickened out. I only got highlights.
When it comes to Bigfoot, there's only one name that everybody thinks of. Yeti. Professor Emerald McNally. He is the leading expert on anything Bigfoot. Professor McNally, tell me about Bigfoot.
Is he?
Actually, you forgot to mention I have my doctorate in North American primates. And if there's one thing that I want to get across, that ever since the Patterson film in 1967, there's been some controversy in regards to Bigfoot. Now, when you mention Yeti, I have what might be known as Yeti hair, but it's actually Sasquatch hair, and you can see the similarities between the two.
Professor, I need to talk to you.
Abby?
Right now. Like, right this second. Okay, so I'm pregnant.
What does it mean when you see a coat hanger on Professor McNally's door? And what happens if that girl has lied to Professor McNally about birth control?
I'm for an abortion.
And don't miss the test next Thursday.
Okay.
Now, not only do I have the hair, but I have got some scat, and you probably want to take a whiff of this. Now, I've got a real big one back here in my briefcase, and I think you'll enjoy seeing. Yes. Yeah, it is a bit rank, I've got to admit that. But it has a lot to do with the activity.
That guy's the leading Bigfoot doctor.
Bigfoot doctor.
Really, though, he's the best they could find to talk Bigfoot.
I thought you were sleeping.
I can't sleep with the TV on.
I can shut it off.
No, it helps me sleep.
The way they communicate is usually with rocks or hitting sticks or... Oh, excuse me, there's a student of mine I have to talk to.
I couldn't help but notice that Professor McNally was high in demand with his students during non-office hours.
Everything going the way we talked about?
15, 25, something.
I'm not your father, you know, is that all you got? All right, come on, give me money. Okay. All right, I gotta go back to this interview. All right, you guys go. All right.
Do you have any cash I could borrow?
That guy's an actor.
The Bigfoot guy?
Yeah, I've seen him somewhere.
I think he's been on this before.
No, not on this. I don't know what I've seen him on. Something.
Like when you thought George Takei was our barista.
I said I thought he was the Star Trek guy.
You said it was the Asian guy who drove the ship. I said, Sulu, you blank stare agreed.
Han Sulu.
Now I know you're just messing with me.
He hasn't worked in a long time. It could have easily been him.
Make it soy, number one.
You can't have soy. Man boobs.
They were boldly going somewhere.
You know, it's only been John Green that's really.
No, he's not coming back. Okay. Well, that was Professor Emerald McNally, and I think we learned a lot about Bigfoot. Maybe. And I think he still has our mic. Do we want to go get him, or it's just, I guess, just let him go? Okay. All right. Cool.
Notice how quick you are to dismiss me? That man could have been an actor. I worked in reality TV. I know.
No, you were on reality TV. I kind of think it's a little different of a perspective.
No, it's not. The producers talk to us about a lot of things, like what things to say, what things to do.
I know. I know how it works.
So maybe I have a little more insight on these types of things. I was an actor when they hired me.
You were an actress who auditioned to act on a VH1 show about people who had fake jobs who wanted to act. I'm just missing the reality part.
Exactly. There was nothing real about that. They fake fired me from a fake job, made me fake call my fake dad, and told him I was fake coming home.
I can totally see you fake losing everything.
Listen to what I'm saying, Ty. Nothing I did was real. Do you think there's the slightest chance anything could be fake?
I don't know. I mean, these guys.
These experts? These guys that have been on TV for so long and have never found anything.
They find things. They found things. They've found things.
What?
I don't remember specifics.
Mm-hmm.
You give me shit about watching these shows, but you need to remember that your sister actually thought that everything you did on that show was real. And she grew up with you.
Poor girl. I don't think she still gets it.
You know, your parents are only as good as their dumbest child. Your brother Chad, even though he's an anesthesiologist, is dumbed down by the fact that your sister posed partially naked for a Mayan calendar.
It was a 2012 calendar, and it wasn't Mayan.
They were dressed as sexy Mayans. It was a Mayan calendar. I'm pretty sure that fulfilled their prediction for the end of humanity. The world died right then.
Hi, folks. I'm Eugene Senestre, and Black Friday is here again.
Your commercial's on again.
Again? It's not even Thanksgiving anymore.
Seriously love this so much.
Websites slashed. Social media slashed. High quality TV commercials slashed.
I was a mom in a beautiful tissue commercial, and this is what people always recognize me from. So.
Not often you see a turkey with a sword.
They asked me to come and do a President's Day one. I'm hoping I'll be sexy Lincoln.
You mean the sexier Lincoln was already pretty sexy.
He was pretty sexy. I'd let him emancipate me.
What does that even mean?
I'm not sure I even know.
Head to Sinestre.com today and make sure your .com isn't a turkey.
And now back to the Myth Thumpers.
So I have built Thad a Bigfoot costume, and we're going to attempt to assimilate him into a Bigfoot culture out here in the woods. I know a ton about Bigfoot. I'm sure this is gonna work. You've done a lot of research on Bigfoot? Well, if you saw my mother, you'd understand. Here's your baby. Why do I have a baby? Well, this is a female Bigfoot costume. Why am I a girl? Well, you have pale skin, high cheekbones.
And really long eyelashes. And moves. Chesticles.
Oh, okay. Well, can we get back on point here?
Bitch tits.
So, that and this, is some sort of fantasy. It's what I wear on Saturdays. Okay, I'm in position.
Key here is to act natural. No, more natural. More natural. Yeah, lean up against a tree.
Tell him to bend over.
Now, bend over. Bend over.
The fact is, he's doing everything we are telling him. It's unbelievable.
Now you gotta bend over, stick out your butt.
After a few hours of dancing around in Blake's mom's back hair, I realized that this just might not be working.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna call it. Meow. We're 3 hours into this, and there's no Bigfoot near here. So, I got another idea. It's gonna involve the baby doll. We're gonna get a little lotion. It's gonna get a little weird, but we're gonna. Oh, crap!
Where'd he go?
Dad, come in. Dad. Okay. Oh my God, I just tripped over a giant flip-flop. Guys, what's that sound? Okay, guys, I think something got him. Okay, we gotta go after him. No time to discuss this in the committee.
Oh, that sucks, eh?
Where are you coming from?
1987.
That's supposed to have really happened.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb. Better close that mouth before you go to sleep. Each year, people on average swallow 6 Spider-Man reboots while sleeping.
You can't recycle jokes, especially dumb ones you work too hard on.
I used it like a month ago and you didn't hear it.
No, I heard it.
You didn't laugh.
Why, you think?
Hey, my old bike is gone.
Oh, I took it for a drive to a farm with a field full of old bikes. And the farmer said he would take your old bike in.
You're the best. Thanks, honey.
It's time to put your old bike down and pick up your new Serial 1 for a ride and change the way you cycle.
Dad?
Blake does his best to lead the team, but knows he has some very big shoes to fill.
We lost Dad. We can't find him.
He probably went home and left us in this hellhole. He didn't even leave us in the good part of Canada. The front part.
Really? I think a Bigfoot came and got him, and I don't know how we're gonna get him back. I made the costume too real.
Thank you.
I know. Through a bit of skill and a lot of luck, they find Thad.
Guys, I found him!
Is he gone?
What?
Is he gone?
What happened to you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why do you have pine needles on you?
I think he paid me.
Judging by the hole in the back.
I want the ghost part to start.
Do you think the people on the Bigfoot shows look down at the people on the ghost shows and vice versa?
I'm guessing they all come from the same place. Some conspiracy night school where you walk in and see what classes are open. Last guy in gets stuck with either the chupacabra or contrails and figures he'll just take them until Aliens is open next semester. Get his tinfoil hat requirements done.
Is that where your parents went to school? Come on, I was just being funny. You're the one who warned me about your parents long before I met them. And you said they were loons.
I never said loons.
No, you're right. But you said something about being crazy.
I said they can be a little crazy. That's very different.
Come on, I was just playing along.
You are, but we both know you're not. I know how you feel about my parents.
How we both feel about your parents. We have talked about this so many times. I wanted so badly for your mom to be my mom.
Why can't she then?
She can't because my mom wouldn't spend an anniversary at Olive Garden or go drive around in a Buick covered in pro-life stickers.
She's passionate.
Really?
Okay, she's kind of crazy, but it's because my dad kind of did everything for her and she didn't have any other guidance or direction after I moved out.
Okay, your dad is just as bad. I heard him use the N-word like he was that bounty hunter guy that you watch.
That's how we grew up. It was that time.
I grew up eating my boogers and somehow I got the sense to stop.
You ate your boogers?
And your brother, he's just as bad. I will never, ever understand how you avoided that. Essentially, you're raised by wolves and clawed your way out of the jungle.
Yeah, I do wonder about that. Like, not sure how I missed the Republican gene.
Thank the cats for that.
I used to say the same dumb racist things my family said growing up because I thought they were funny and harmless. Then one day my brother and I realized they weren't harmless, and I no longer found them funny. He found them hysterical.
You know your brother called me a beaner once?
Huh?
Does he think I'm Mexican?
Well, kinda. He thinks your gardening hat is a sombrero.
Your family is really nuts.
And you wonder why I watch this.
And you wonder why I won't have children.
Won't have.
You know this.
I know you don't want to have. You've said that many times.
And?
Well, there's a big difference.
How so?
If I said I don't want to go to work today, which I say a lot, that's just a feeling I have to ignore because I have responsibilities. But if I say I won't go to work, like, that's pretty definite.
Don't and won't are the same in my eyes. I've never led you on otherwise. Why all of a sudden do you want kids? My God, we're not even married.
We have to be married to have kids?
You don't have to be married to do anything, kids or not.
I'm fine never getting married. I know how we feel about this.
How you feel.
Me? How I feel? I'm pretty sure we've had that talk.
Won't and don't, Ty. Put that in your face.
My face?
You assured me you didn't ever want to propose and ruin our relationship. That's a don't, not a won't.
Wait, you want to get married?
I don't know. Maybe. But it doesn't really matter if you haven't even looked at a ring.
Did you ever think?
Propose? Yeah. A few times.
When?
I mean, you took me to Rome over Valentine's Day. Did you think maybe that would send a bit of a message?
Valentine's Day? You hate Valentine's Day.
Every woman hates that day. But it doesn't mean we don't want a little proposal now and then.
So you do want to get married then?
A proposal isn't marriage, Ty. People get engaged for a year, years, hell, a lifetime. Till death do us never get married. Hell, look at my sister. She's been engaged 4 times.
So you just want the ring?
No, Ty. I want the commitment. I want the connection. I want the life together or something.
We live together. We have things together.
We have a couch together and whiskey glasses that we bought together.
We have more.
We've bought things, but not together. That is my point, though.
So, in Europe, you thought I was going to propose and you were mad when I didn't?
And in New York, on New Year's Eve?
That was a work trip that I brought you along on.
New Year's Eve in New York, Ty. Have you never seen a romantic comedy in your life?
Wow. I just didn't even think. I mean, this whole time.
There was that Cubs game, the day in the park in San Francisco. All perfect opportunities to propose. All wasted.
I mean, I'm really at a loss here.
Yeah, you didn't.
So then, I think...
No. Don't you dare. Don't even think about it.
What makes you think?
What makes me think? I know that look. I know what goes through your mind. You are not proposing to me right now.
Well, I wasn't.
Uh-huh.
So, I guess neither of us has gotten what we wanted. So that.
Neither of us know what we want, Ty. You don't know if you want kids. I don't know if I want to get married. But we want to have the option. Like when we let them hand us the dessert menu just before we say no to the mud cake. We just want to know it was there.
It's always about food.
Nothing brings more joy than a good taco.
Another reason why my brother thinks you're Mexican.
Part 3 is chasing down a Mayan legend, a lost cave. Each time a new cavern is discovered, I always hope we'll find a new underground civilization where it's considered normal to go shirtless and lick our plates in a fancy restaurant.
My mother told me of a secret cave where no man has entered for thousands of years, where an artifact known as Palamulusu Martine Stone, which gave the bearer hardy strength and power. That cave, where we are right now, is the exact cave.
The Mayans put some of the...
We are the first people to enter them since the Mayans all moved to Canada.
Maybe they'll find your sister's sexy calendar.
It's like so weird. I mean, like, I swear, every time she mentions this story, it's like ringing bells. Like, I know this story. No, I know it.
We are the first ones to be in these caves since the Mayans were here thousands of years ago.
I think he's wrong.
Today, Thad wants to learn why an entire civilization just disappeared. Was it war? Disease? God clearing out his browser history? Let's find out.
Like berries, they use things like, what'd you do?
We, like, totally made out on the plane.
Yeah, look, I have really bad anxiety, okay? I don't like to fly, so what I like to do for a calming exercise is to drink a lot of alcohol.
And now we're like boyfriend, girlfriend.
I don't want to talk about it anymore, and besides, I can taste some of his beard hair in my mouth still.
So when the Mayans made these holes, they didn't have maps. They just had this. And that's why I'm gonna let them go their way with their book, and I think I'm gonna find a little shortcut. Come on with me. Guys? Guys?
I used this moment to share my thoughts on why we actually find Mayan treasure. As you know, they ate off gold dishes. They were also very eco-friendly. After each meal, they'd throw their wares into a compost pit. So we're not actually finding buried treasure, we're finding recycle bins. Even without me by their side, they know who's in charge. You can't spell spelunking without the word king, or actually without the word spell. So spell, and then there's lung, and then, well, then king.
We'll return to the Myth Thumpers after these messages.
Has this ever happened to you? If you're like 1 in 4 Americans, you've lost a loved one to an unlicensed drifter handyman. That's why we're here to help.
That's the Bigfoot doctor.
Him? Not him. He's young.
No. The first guy, the older guy. That was him. Rewind it.
Neeson Spaulding doesn't fix your home right, we'll refund your money. No questions asked.
It was him. I know it was him.
I don't know.
There's no maybe about it. That was him. There's so much fakery on these shows.
Okay, that down there, that's a dead end. So what part in your little book do we actually find this treasure?
Oh, let me get it out. Here, hold this. Here, hold this. Okay, so...
Oh.
What is that?
It's a Nancy Drew book.
What?
It's a Nancy Drew book. We came all the way to South America to find treasure that you read about in a Nancy Drew book.
Who's Nancy Drew?
I begin to question the authenticity of this ancient literature, but I also begin to question us as a modern civilization. I often wonder if we're doing enough as a society to leave random nonsense across the globe to confuse future archaeologists.
What point in this little book of fiction we have here are we supposed to find the treasure?
Oh, just turn to page 122.
What is it?
Oh my.
Nora, what is that? That? You can't see what's making that sound? Nora!
It's a neighbor, the old one. She's dragging her cans out.
Is she okay? Does she need help? Nora!
Not anymore. She was slow, but she got it.
I could have helped her.
I know. That's why I didn't tell you.
She's like 80. That's not easy for her.
She's got in. She's good. Oh. Now I'm hungry.
Of course you are. Leftovers?
Well, yeah. That Asian thing? Is it still there?
Just the tofu and broth thingy.
Yum, miso soup.
You want me to get it?
You're the best.
Will you tell me what I missed?
You'll miss me.
Hot or cold? I'm warming it up. soup, my dear.
Yippee. This is super spoiled. I hope you didn't eat any.
What'd I miss?
A text?
What?
You missed a text?
Oh. Huh. How's the show?
How's Elizabeth?
Did you read my text?
No, I just saw you got one.
Yeah, it's been so hard not to read it all the way over here on my side. Did you read it?
No, how could I read it?
I don't know. Guessing by now you probably know my code.
No. I mean, yes, but I didn't look. Why are you picking her up on Thursday?
You did read it.
Well, of course I read it. Some girl's texting my boyfriend.
Some coworker is texting me about picking her up from a car place. She asked me to help her to get from there to work.
That's nice of you.
Yes, it is. I'm nice. Is that an issue?
Nope. I guess not.
Ask me if it's an issue if you read my texts.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't dig through your phone. I've never dug through your phone.
Except now.
No. Now I just saw a text from a girl and I was curious.
Curious how?
Curious, Ty. It's late and you got a text. And there's a cutoff to girls texting you late night when you're in a relationship.
New rule?
Old rule. I forgot to tell you.
Noted.
Thank you.
So, your ex texting you at 2 a.m. drunk? What's the rule on that?
My ex?
Yeah, Richard. The guy you said peed in the dating pool.
Richard texted me at 2 a.m.
Yeah, and not just once.
That was a long time ago, and he and I...
Yeah, I know, you just broke up, but you and I just started dating. He was trying to break us up.
He was hurting.
He was horny.
It's hard for him.
Is he still messaging you?
Kind of.
What's kind of?
I don't know. A few weeks ago.
For sex?
No, he was sad.
Because you weren't having sex?
No, because of stuff. Life.
Sex stuff?
Not that. He was mad at his job. He was angry at his parents. His car was acting weird. He was feeling old because every band he likes has a member that died. It was a lot of stuff.
And you, what, made him feel all better?
Yeah, Ty, I did. Is that a crime?
That's not your job any longer, you know.
My job? My job is making men feel better?
Well, you don't have a job, so it's as close, I guess, to you having one.
There we go.
Not wrong. You don't work.
You told me to take my time finding one. I am taking my time finding one.
You sure are.
I knew this was gonna come back and bite me in the butt. I wanted to take that job at the camping place. You told me not to. You told me to wait until I found something I wanted.
Because you didn't want the job.
No, I didn't want the job. It's a shitty job, but I'm in a weird position. The two worst feelings in the world are having a job and not having a job, and there's no middle.
Living off your boyfriend is a nice middle.
You're being a dick. A giant, assholey dick.
I've sent you a bunch of jobs on LinkedIn. Have you followed up on any?
Yes, I did. I met up with that guy from the sales job, and he didn't look anything like his picture. That freaked me out.
LinkedIn doesn't follow the same rules as Tinder.
If we need money, I can ask my dad.
It's not about money.
It's everything about the money. If I had a volunteer job that I worked 40 hours a week at, we'd have the same conversation.
Volunteer job? Right. What are you gonna do? Deliver food to old people?
No, gross. I just mean I'm not bringing in money, any money. And I know you're starting to feel like...
Been feeling.
For how long?
Over a year? It's been over a year since you lost your job.
I didn't lose my job. It ended.
Modeling just ended. The world stopped needing models. Did the mannequins steal all your jobs? I told people this would happen. They came here and they took them all. We should have done something.
No, Ty, just the last job. I never wanted to be a model. I wanted to be an actor, but I'm also not great at it. So dipping my toe in modeling and not being good at that either hurt. It really hurt, way more than I thought. All this time, my dad told me to have a backup plan. And guess what? I don't have a backup plan. And so now I'm searching, mind you, every day for something I can turn into a career you would be proud of me for having. So that when you introduce me as your girlfriend to new people, you don't have to label me as someone that used to be on TV.
What do you want to do?
I have zero clue.
You really don't want to model anymore.
I hate modeling.
And acting, that's over?
Pretty much.
It actually makes me pretty sad. I know how much you loved acting.
Yeah, I really loved it. A lot. I just couldn't be girl number 3 anymore and not realize I didn't have what it took.
What if you gave it another go?
I've given it 5 another goes.
Well, it's hard to know when to quit.
Well, neither one of us was going to tell each other we sucked at our dreams.
Yeah. Good thing I don't suck. I don't suck, Nora, right? Nora, do you think I suck?
Suck?
Yes. Nora, do I suck as a writer?
No. You're great at your job. You have always been great at your job.
As a novelist?
Your novel?
Yes, my novel, the one I wrote.
What does it matter what I think? I'm not a book review scientist.
It matters a lot when you told me it was great. When you told me how much you liked it and how you kept encouraging me.
You were so happy.
Because I thought I was doing something great. Did you like any of it? The ending?
Well, I didn't get to the ending.
You told me you did.
I know. I tried. I wanted to. It's just so slow. And I didn't get it.
The ending?
The book.
You didn't understand my book? How is that even possible? I had told you the story over and over.
Yeah, you did. You told me it was about a baseball story that takes place in the future.
It was an apocalyptic society that learns they can recover DNA from an hermetically sealed baseball. Cloning superhumans from genetically superior genes from athletes from the past.
You never said a date.
The future, Nora. It was taking place in the future.
And you made a lot of baseball references. I didn't get it, and I tried to look them up, but I couldn't find anything.
Because they aren't current day references. They are future baseball ones.
A future without baseball.
They get baseball after they clone them. It is pretty freaking clear. Once they figure out how to do that, they clone a team.
Well, who do the baseball people play?
Other cloned athletes I'll introduce in my second book.
Your second book? Are you working on that now?
Not anymore.
I'm sorry, Ty. I really tried to like it. But a lot of the notes that the publisher sent you hit the same points I did.
No, one of the letters called it a bewildering tale.
Exactly.
Yeah, why did that word mean something else when I read it?
Ty, where are you going? Ty. Don't go there. It's okay. Ty, don't lock yourself in the bathroom again! Ty. Ty, come out. Ty, I'm not gonna let you sleep in the bathroom again. I'm not gonna let you pout all night. I'm not gonna let you leave me in bed all alone by myself feeling guilty. I need you to come out.
You said I was a writer.
You are.
Just not books.
Just not that book.
So a different book?
I don't know. Maybe. Do you have other ideas?
The future cop one, where he has to figure out who stole the moon.
Okay. Probably no more books.
So I'm a copywriter.
An amazing one at that. If you gauge your failure by your success for something most people can't even do, you need to rethink things. Didn't they offer you a senior copywriter position?
They talked to me, but I didn't want to take it because it would take away from my book.
Is it more hours?
It's 40.
Don't you work 40 now?
I'm supposed to, but I don't. No one cares. If I'm senior, I'll have to be there. I'll actually have to be at my job.
So you...
It may as well be 80 hours. I mean, I won't be writing. And so, that way you won't have to look at a failure.
Do you really think I think you're a failure?
Yes.
Really?
No.
Then if you know how I feel, why does anything else matter?
Because the one person who matters thinks I'm a terrible writer.
Book writer.
Book writer.
But I love your poems. And I love that song you wrote about me. And I love seeing the things you do at work. You always impress me.
When do you see my work?
I hear about it when you talk to me about your day. You perk up and smile when you tell me about it. I know you don't think you like your job, but you do. You don't think you're good at it, but you're amazing at it.
I know I'm good at it.
I know. I just always think you're thinking about how to get out, not how to stay in and make it super great.
I like my job. I guess I pretend I don't. If I take that position, I'm going to be a copywriter forever.
Is that so bad?
No. I guess not.
When you first got that job, you told me you'd be running it in a year. And a year in, you want to get out. I have no idea what happened except your mouth was bigger than your vocabulary.
Huh?
That made sense when I was saying it. I just mean you forgot the good thing you had, and you wanted something more.
I like my job. Guess I pretend I don't.
I wish I had your job.
How did you get a sandwich?
I got hungry when we were talking.
I'm glad this moment didn't destroy your appetite.
Actually, it did. I think my eyes were bigger than my mouth. That's the expression I was trying to think of. But now that I think about it, it doesn't really make much sense. Do you want some?
Sure.
Okay, guys, now we're off to Texas to find out more about this sea monster called Alan.
It's Alan. Okay?
Okay, Alan. Bonnet, what can you tell me about some of the stories that people have told you?
Oh my god, seriously, there's a line. Sorry.
To learn more about the sea monster named Aligan, we talked to a girl professor about the lake dinosaur. If anyone was eager to talk about Aligan, it's going to be her. Is there a monster in this lake?
How stupid do I look?
Turns out she was camera shy, so we go to our next expert.
Is there a monster in that lake?
How stupid do I look to you? Of course, there is a creature in that lake.
So, introduce yourself.
My name is Victoria Bellingham, known to my friends as Ice Chop, but known to you as Missy Terrius, MD.
What are you a doctor of?
Well, that's actually a common misconception. MD actually stands for Master of the Dungeon. So it all began on an adventure with some of my closest companions. We had Richard, the merchant of celluloid, Tim, the purveyor of ales, Sherry, the magical auditor of taxes, and of course Natalie, the warrior, who's currently between positions. So suddenly, out of the water sprang this glorious scaled creature. She connected with me directly in my eyes, and I could feel it. We were communicating. This was the moment that brought me to her. She could sense that I, too, was a leader, one of land and one of water, us creatures meant to be.
Oh, God. Your arm is touching me. I'm not touching you. 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 Oh I'm my not touching God. you. I'm not touching
You know what?
I'm not touching you. I give up. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
I'm not kidding. I will pull this car over.
As we got closer to Alf, the dinosaur, the tension seemed to grow between each adventurer. The tension was so thick, you could stab it over and over with a knife. A big, stabby knife.
You're upsetting the child. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? How much longer?
That's it. Nope. We're done. That's it. Nope. We're not doing it.
This whole day. We've wasted this entire day.
Done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
No, we're done. No, we're going home. You guys blew it. No investigation for you. Nice work. Nice work. We're going home.
Let's get to McDonald's. We
Drop.
still have cell phone service. Wait.
I'm dropping you off first. That's what you guys get. You guys happy? No investigation.
Wait, can we just get some chicken nuggets while we're stopped? It was gonna be a beach day for me.
Nope. Done.
I regret coming here. I brought my bathing suit. Just a 4-piece. Just a 4-piece. Right there.
Notice, no parking. Okay.
You know, there was one part of the book I really liked.
One, huh?
Yeah, the clone cheerleader.
You figured that out, huh?
Yeah, I think she was based on me.
She was a great character. She was fun to write.
And I loved how she was there to support the main scientist. I loved that connection.
Which scientist?
The nerdy one that figured out baseball?
Dr. Stevens, the main scientist?
Yeah, that one. He was based on you, right?
No, not at all. I was Ace Brickerton, the main slugger, first baseball player created.
You play baseball.
I did.
Oh, well, I guess I like that character, too.
Doesn't matter. I know deep down you're right. I think about it, but I don't talk to myself about it. Like, I'm not old, but I'm not young. I need to stop thinking about the some days and ignoring the nowadays.
Marriage, kids, whatever. That all takes stability. And for you to be happy and on a good course, And for me to find a course quickly. And I want to.
You could always go back to school.
Yeah, that's popped in my mind.
What would you want to learn?
Maybe writing? My dad said he would help me out. He wants to make up for some stuff.
I could help too.
No, I need to do this on my own. And by my own, I mean my own dad. But thanks. School could be cool. It's okay for us to be adults. We can still do dumb things and make stupid mistakes. We just have to take responsibility for them.
Look at you being all adult-like.
Yeah, weird. I guess after a lifetime of making mistakes, they all just suddenly click and you eventually start learning from them. I've lost a lot of good things in my life, and I think from day one, I knew I didn't want to lose you. And I think that now I know how not to.
Lock me in the basement?
No, I already have an ex down there. And he texts me at weird hours.
I don't want to lose you either. I think that's why I wanted to do better. I didn't want you to be bored with me.
I would never be bored with you. I assure you that.
Even when I watch shit like this.
Especially when you watch stupid shows like this.
I think I relate to these shows. That's why I watch them.
How?
I want people to see me in a certain light. Script my own reality. I try to create a persona to impress them because I fear what's real will be too boring.
So, no Bigfoot connection.
Reality TV is life with too much makeup on.
See? My poet.
I actually think I wrote that for something else, but it still works.
So, are we good now?
I guess.
Now are we okay?
Perfect.
Huggy Huggy Beans are the beans on the scene. Open up a can and see what we means.
Put a little love in your fart.
And now back to the Myth Thumpers. Part 4 gets spooky as they explore an abandoned prison. The worst of the worst spent their time here, so Thad will be staying alone all night to see if anyone was left behind. Thad has stayed the night in many bars. Let's just hope this time he wakes up with his wallet and without a black eye.
Okay, everyone, today we are at the Idaho State Penitentiary, which is the most haunted abandoned penitentiary in all of Idaho. I'm here with ghost hunter, Lawrence Phantasm. Lawrence, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm a ghost hunter, more of a ghost stalker. I can read minds, I'm psychic. I can really feel ghosts.
I wanted to tell him that I too can move things with my mind, like my arms and my legs.
Ghost hunting is like a religion to me.
You know what the scariest religion is? Buddhism. No, they're all equally scary.
All right now, I'm with one of the tour guides who has been seeing these things happen. Randy, tell us what you saw.
Yeah, sure. Well, I guess sometimes when you're here at night alone.
So when you're here at night alone, that's when they come.
I mean, yeah, I guess stuff sort of happens, but it's an old building, you know?
Strange occurrences happen to him every night while he's here, putting him in extreme danger.
Danger. Sometimes you just get, like, woken up when you're taking a nap in one of the cells, but...
So late at night, you're put into an unconscious state by the ghosts and the spirits that live here.
Sure, why not? They want us to be here at 9, so you gotta wake up at 8:45 like a fucking farmer, you know? So tired you drink Red Bulls all day so much you could hear your heartbeat in your ears. But, I mean, you can't blame us for, like, hearing weird things around here or, like, I don't know, niche porn showing up on the company computer. It happens.
Employees report that every night that there are ghosts smoking cigarettes, drinking beer, and downloading porn to the servers.
So let's go inside and see if we can find some ghosts.
Lawrence begins the investigation using a spirit box, which I'm now told is not for storing alcohol.
Shh. Did you hear that? The demons are really intimidated by us.
What are you talking about? Oh yeah, they're definitely out to get us. And why is it you never hear about, like, new ghosts? Like, this house wasn't haunted till Tim died last week.
We set up Lawrence's assistant, Mandy, in a high-tech communication center.
Fuck you guys. It's dark and scary down here. It reminds me of a recurring dream I have, where I'm in a pit, and rats are eating me alive, and there's no Wi-Fi.
And now to solitary confinement. I'm curious if there are any ghosts that are going to tell us why this room was named after a card game.
Scariest thing I've seen is my mom texting me to call her when I have a free moment.
I personally am not a fan of ghost hunting, but you should only do it if you're going to use the ghosts for food.
Okay, right now we're in solitary confinement, and Lawrence is talking to a ghost. Let's see.
You've been here long enough. You can go to the beyond. You can go to the light. Go. Be free. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Did you hear that? Let me overthink this.
But now I'm more worried about a little case of paranormal activia.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, I never really know what I'm saying in these tours half the time. I just kind of make it up as I go. You know, people are stupid. As long as I start a phrase by saying, as you can see here, they pretty much believe it, and then you just spew nonsense. Oh, as you can see here, this is the jail cell of Winchester Steve Winchester.
This is the jail cell of Winchester Steve Winchester. This is where I'm going to be staying tonight. The penitentiary opened in 1870 and ran for the next 100 years. During that time, my great-great-grandfather, Theodore Tanner, was a warden here. He was instrumental in catching one of Idaho's most notorious villains, Winchester Steve Winchester.
Winchester Steve Winchester's on the loose. You're gonna hang Winchester Steve Winchester.
He tormented him the entire time he was here and eventually personally hung him.
I prepare for a long, grueling night, but within 4 minutes, I quickly pass out from the sleepy time tea, also known as the gentleman's roofie. At 1 a.m., we think we caught something on the camera. Let's watch it again. Did you see that? A few hours later, it returns. I then learned that this went on for the rest of the night. The entire experience left a pretty bad taste in my mouth. I hope I didn't disturb you, Mandy. So then Randy said something about a hanging place, and Lawrence said he talked to another ghost. I don't know. I was pretty much over all of this at this point.
Oh. Oh, God. Oh, I think I'm possessed. Oh.
No, we're good.
So I packed up my gear, put a complaint in with HR, called my therapist and an Uber, and put this investigation in the books. On to the next adventure.
Thanks for watching this episode of Myth Thumpers. We learned and discovered so much today. I wish we had time for more. But if a genie ever gives me 3 wishes, goodbye, Kardashians.
Sleep good.
You too. Good night.
A lot can be said about what we saw today. We learned a lot about the past, but even more so, the future. We learned to accept each other a little more and understand what's going on in each other's heads, not to make quick judgments. We should remember that when you say liar, liar, pants on fire, it makes you a liar as well, as their pants probably are not really in flames. When we speak in truths and the other one listens, we set the foundation for an amazing future. Good night.
What if it's the future still? But instead of cloning baseball players, they're cloning Bigfoots.
You're gonna bury me. You'll be the death of me. I'll need therapy and probably a lobotomy if you ever leave.
Okay. Who's my beautiful little sea creature? Are you a beautiful little sea creature? Did they gender assume you? Did they gender assume you? Were they beneath your beauty? Yes, everybody's beneath our beauty. They can't tell we're queens. Yes, you and I, my queen. Don't worry, you're safe with me. They are not worthy. They're not worthy of you and me. Beautiful sea creatures we be. We are queens. Oh yes. Yes, our spoils. We will share in our spoils. My queen for you. We will swim. We will swim through the lake together. Swimming beneath the surface. They can't handle our beauty, my darling queen. Look at us. Oh, so hard to be so beautiful.